In Australia, every year, $20 billion worth of food goes to waste. That equates to $10 billion that's caused by consumers, $10 billion by industry. My advice to anyone who wants to reduce food at home is to think, eat, and save. Think before you purchase, think what you're purchasing, think about when you'll use it, eat all that you purchase, and save food, save money, and save our planet, because it is costing us the earth.
Well, people need to change food waste habits because it really is just so counterproductive. I mean, we're taking great food that took a lot to produce, and then we're putting it into landfill. And this is really insane to me, how we could waste, and then the counterproductive thing of putting into landfill.
If you look at bins themselves, your general bin that you put out for the garbage, when people go through those, it tends to be about 30 to 40% of that is actually food. Now, some of that is kind of, the ends of things that are hard to use, but a lot of that is food that we've bought and we haven't got around to cooking, and that's a big problem. We overconsume, and there's a real tendency to go to the shops and buy a lot of food and then not get around to cooking it, and that's a massive waste.
There's so much advice you can give to stop wasting food at home, starting with the common ones, which is the lettuce and the herbs. I know so many of us just pop it straight in the crisper. What happens after 1 or 2 days, it starts to wilt and gets a little bit sad. But by wrapping it in some paper toweling, popping it in a bag, and just rehydrating that paper toweling over a few days, that salad and those herbs are going to last not for 3 days, but for 2 weeks.
You need to learn to be creative with vegetables, because if you don't know what to do with them, you will end up throwing them out. So I'm all about teaching people in my books and through the blog how to be creative with vegetables. When it comes to cauliflower, you don't just need to steam it. How boring. You can make cauliflower rice or cauliflower steak or cauliflower mash.